Hello, my friends, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm sure you've heard 100 times by now, or probably more, that Ubisoft is basically cursed. I mean, I wouldn't really call it cursed. I would say they are suffering the consequences of their own actions. But that's kind of a separate issue, I suppose. Physical copies of Assassin's Creed Shadows have been leaked nearly a month ahead of its release date. There are a lot of questions how this could happen. I've heard people say, well, maybe it was a shipment that was created ahead of the Valentine's Day release, and maybe they forgot to cancel the shipment. I don't know. Realistically, I have no idea how early they ship these things to stores, but it seems awfully strange. On the other hand of things, my conspiracy theory brain goes, well, what if they did it themselves and are trying to set themselves up for a Last of Us 2 type defense, where they come out and say, oh, well, it leaked. That's why nobody was very excited about it, or something along those lines. Or maybe they leaked it so that they could get people excited for it by having people look at it. And we'll talk a little more about that in a minute when I explore one of the Reddit posts about it. Apparently, people have seen pictures of the physical boxes. People are seeing gameplay. People are streaming it in some cases. And as we all know, and as this article states, in today's world, when games are released, games are ready for release, when games are printed onto discs, at the time they're actually printed on the disc, the game's not actually done. Despite technically going gold at the time they do that, that game is not done. They will work on that game literally until the moment that not the pre-release windows open, that extra period of time that people get for paying them more money. But until the moment where the full release happens, when everybody gets access to the game. Because God knows everybody loves paying $100+ when you don't even get the day one patch. So they find some bug after you paid them extra money, and then they patch it out and you have to restart your entire gameplay because the bug was that severe. We're looking at you, Star Wars Outlaws. So anything that is on those discs, they've probably been there for quite a while, and honestly, they're probably part of the same shipment that everybody will get when it finally releases in March. Let's head over to Twitter real quick and take a quick look at the Ubisoft response to the leak. Here it says, hello everyone. We are aware players have accessed Assassin's Creed Shadows ahead of its official release. The development team is still working on patches to prepare the experience for launch, and any footage shared online does not represent the final quality of the game. Leaks are unfortunate and can diminish the excitement for players. We kindly ask you not to spoil the experience for others. Thank you to our community for already taking steps to protect everyone from spoilers. Stay in the shadows, avoid the spoilers. Keep an eye on our channel for more official surprises in the coming weeks. March 20th will be here soon. That line there can diminish the excitement for players. That's really very telling to me. Realistically, if your game is good and people are getting a sneak peek at it, that should be making them actually more excited. Now, if your game's a buggy mess by the time you print it on a disc, maybe not so much. But unlike The Last of Us 2, where when it leaked, people got very angry about the direction of the storyline, people are already very angry about the direction of the storyline. So I don't think that's going to change anything. But I do feel like they are setting themselves up to use the excuse, oh, well, the game leaked. Thus, everybody just got more mad over what they were already mad, and that's why sales tanked. Again, that's conspiracy brain. Maybe they're not that smart. Probably they're not that smart. Let's face it. But it's just a thought, Take a look at one of the Reddit posts about the leaks. I'm probably going to put myself in a weird position here and say that realistically, I kind of doubt the veracity of these leaks, not in that I don't think people have early footage and all that, or an actual game disc, as much as I really feel like it was done on purpose. Once again, now as always, I could be wrong. I am far from perfect. My Miskatonic Monday video where I was talking about Solasta and specified D&D as opposed to the open SRD for the rule set, just because D&D 2024 is top of mind. And apparently the OpenSRD has been using Ancestry for a while. That's a great example of me being wrong. It happens, it'll happen again. I have no problem with it. That's why I pinned one of the posts talking about how I was wrong. But as I read through this, that kind of gave me some of that same feeling, especially when you compare it to a lot of the information we've been hearing as time goes by. You'll see here they specify it's an extremely old build, can't even redeem the deluxe outfit codes that came with his disc, and none of the delay improvements have been added yet. So we know that none of the delay improvements have been added yet. Apparently the person who's playing says that he found the side quests very interesting. That you start as Yasuke, no mention or showing of his supposed wife who dies on the ship to Japan, yet was previously reported on by someone named Jonathan and Tom Henderson. After Yasuke's intro mission, you switch to Naoi, but 9 hours in and he can't switch back to Yasuke yet, assuming the two protagonists haven't teamed up yet, which is interesting when you remember that we are told you can switch between the characters, supposedly fluidly. Now, 9 hours, in my opinion, is a long time to play a game to get to a feature they told me was going to be a main part of the game. But they're assuming that the two protagonists haven't teamed up yet. Of course, we don't know how much side content he's doing. There could be a good deal of side content for all we know. A lot of mocap scenes, but apparently a lot of interactions where mouths don't move properly. That could be fixed in a day one patch. The title card drops 2 hours into the game, and then there's a time skip. That's always weird to me. Why wait 2 hours before you drop the title card? After the prologue, Naoi plots to kill Nobunaga to avenge her father's death by teaming up with Akechi Mitsuhide. Mitsuhide lies to Naoi about Nobunaga killed her family and blah, blah, blah. I will skip that because it doesn't really matter. Everyone keeps calling Yasuke the Black Man, fitting since the Japanese had not seen a black person before. Yasuke in full combat armor makes enemies feel scared like Jin Sakai when Ghost Stance is activated. Meditation minigame unlocks flashback cutscenes. Game has lived up to his hype. Ghost of Tsushima with an AC feel with better stealth. Only complaint is that the dodge and parry mechanics feel way too slow for him. After watching some of what they've shown us, I don't understand that unless maybe while you're playing Naoi, which I'm sure I'm mispronouncing and I apologize if I am. Playing Yasuke does not look anything like Ghost of Tsushima. Far too large, slow, and lumbering, in my opinion. He says, and this is the part that gets me. Game is well polished, and in 10 to 11 hours of playtime, no glaring bugs or glitches were encountered, or none that he could notice except one cutscene where a guy walked through a wall. Now that I kind of have to call bullshit on. That one feels like a lie to me. And maybe I'm just being overly critical and overly skeptical. Just part of who I am. But that does not feel at all honest. There is the chance, however, that there are bugs that exist. He personally just has not run into them yet. That happens. I've played a number of games where I have enjoyed it, what I consider flawlessly, and everybody else complains about all the bugs. So who knows on that one? No hair customization, feels nostalgic. 55 total trophies on PSN with one visit all cities on the map. Okay. So, yeah, those are the written leaks anyway. And again, we're back to my conspiracy brain. Something feels hinky here. We'll probably never know either way. Maybe it was a genuine leak by some angry gamers, or maybe it was a genuine leak by some shills who wanted to potentially get some hype going. Much like how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, the world may never know. What I do know is that it does nothing for me personally. I still have no desire to play the game. I'm pretty sure the people I know and probably run the same circles with will likely feel the same way. There's nothing here that says, ooh, this has been telling me I'm all wrong. I absolutely should play this game. Again, we'll see. We'll find out as time goes on. As Ubisoft themselves said, March 20th is coming soon. And that'll be interesting. But all that said, catch me tonight on the Offensive Charm podcast. You will see that down in the description below. If you would like to follow the channel and come join us while I talk with Jazz and Asta tonight, I think we'll have a lot of fun. Let me know what you think. Do you think I'm being too conspiracy brained? Do you have your own conspiracy? I love to read your comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. If you really liked it, you can feel free to share it around, and I will catch you later.